Good morning, good morning. Stephanie McAuliffe here, your illuminator for leaders. Coming back and rounding out our series on change. Now, this is episode number 7, and I will later post a link to the others if you'd like to watch them. But this morning I've come up with a new acronym for change. Something to consider as you move through life and the changes that bring themselves to you. And the first, which is C, is to remain curious. So this is where you get to play, what if questions to open up possibilities that you may not have seen. If you remember when you were a kid, we used to play games of, well, what if this happened and what if that happened? And it was a beautiful way to explore without having to attach to anything. So the C for change is remain curious. H is hope. Now, hope is good. As one of my old CIOs used to say, hope is not a plan nor a course of action. When we hope something will happen, we're usually in a reaction mode, and that isn't the way that we want to be when we're moving through change. Rather, it's helping yourself by being proactive and taking some steps as you're contemplating or moving through or in the middle of something. So C is remain curious. H is hope. A is action, and what action do you want to take to move you forward to be proactive rather than reactive? Even if it's making a list of options. Because that puts the power back in your hands rather than waiting for something to happen around you or for someone to make a decision for you that you may not be happy with. And this is where, when you make a list of options, you're also able to remain curious and play those what if, questions. And this also gets you out of analysis paralysis, which can be huge. Which leads us to N, which is negative self-talk. So our ego works based on the past, on what it knows. And it wants to keep us safe as we move through life. And yet, if you're contemplating a big change in life, you can't make a change based on, you're not going to make something significant different in your life based on old information. The old energy isn't going to work for you anymore. So when the monkey mind chatter comes up, this is where you can say, you know what? Thanks for the information, and I'm now driving. Even if you don't know where you're driving to, and that's okay. That's part of going back to curious and playing the what ifs. So G is gratitude. And this is a big one. Because even through the shitty parts of change, gratitude helps you focus on how you want to feel when you're done and when you're complete with whatever it is that you're moving through. And gratitude also helps get you through some of the things you may be doing during the day. And it can help you leapfrog over part of that path that you may not really want to look at. And that's part of what keeps us from moving into this. So do what you need to do today. Also focusing on how you want to feel when you're on the other side. And then E is energy. How is your energy? Because your energy is everything. So sometimes contemplating and moving through change can freeze us in place, and we don't know how to move, so we don't do anything. If you don't know what to do, sometimes the best thing you can do is go take a walk and get out in nature. get some fresh air, move yourself, because when you move yourself, this is when the energy that can be stuck within you starts to move. And this is also, go hug a tree. Go, like I said, get out in nature. Exchange energy with the things that are around you in a positive way. Because like I said, your energy is everything. There was an awesome note from the universe that came through this morning, and you can sign up for this to get them free for yourself. And it was, challenges in life don't arise haphazardly, no matter how accidental or coincidental they may seem. They only arrive when you're ready for them. When you're ready to grow, overcome, and be more than you were before they arrived. And that is something to hold on to as we move through life, because the universe and spirit will never, ever give us more than we're capable of handling. And this is something to remind ourselves of as we're going through and may feel like we're frozen in place. Spirit will never give you more than you can deal with. And so I'm going to give you a quick peek down at the river. I'm up on the hill, and it is a beautiful, marvelous, wonderful, magical, amazing, sunny and bright day, and it's cool right now. So I will be back in 2 weeks because I am taking a week off and unplugging. And so this rounds out our series on change, and in 2 weeks I'll come back and we'll begin a series on something else. And it may be some of the things that come out of my being unplugged. In the meantime, as always, if you are feeling stuck and don't know how to move forward, reach out, because none of us does this alone. I'm Stephanie McAuliffe, the Illuminator for Leaders, and I will see you back here again in 2 weeks. Have an awesome, awesome day. Bye.